It was September 2nd, 1666. London slept, unaware of the disaster that would soon unfold. In the heart of the city, on Pudding Lane, a fire started. It began in Thomas Farriner's bakery, possibly from an ember that had not been properly extinguished. The fire quickly took hold in the bakery's timber frame. It spread to the supplies of flour and wood. Soon, flames were leaping into the night sky. The fire spread rapidly through the neighborhood. Houses built closely together with wood and thatch became easy prey for the flames. People awoke to the smell of smoke and the sound of crackling fire. Panic filled the narrow streets as residents fled their homes with whatever possessions they could carry. The city's Lord Mayor, Sir Thomas Bloodworth, arrived at the scene. He underestimated the fire's severity. He refused to order the demolition of surrounding buildings, a decision that allowed the inferno to grow unchecked. The fire raged on, fueled by a strong easterly wind that carried burning debris to neighboring streets. The fire spread with terrifying speed. It jumped from house to house, consuming everything in its path. The narrow, winding streets of London acted like chimneys, funneling the fire and intensifying its heat. People desperately tried to escape, clogging the streets and bridges leading out of the city. The fire raged for 3 days and nights, turning day into a terrifying, smoky twilight. The heat from the blaze was so intense that it melted metal and cracked stone. St. Paul's Cathedral, a symbol of London's strength, became engulfed in flames. Its magnificent dome collapsed inward, leaving a smouldering ruin. Amid the chaos and destruction, stories of courage and compassion emerged. Ordinary Londoners risked their lives to help others escape the inferno. Neighbours helped neighbours salvage belongings. People opened their homes to those who had lost everything. By the time the fire was finally extinguished, it had consumed a vast swathe of London. Over 13,000 houses, 87 churches, and countless businesses lay in ruins. The fire had left an estimated 100,000 people homeless. The air was thick with smoke and the stench of burning. The streets were littered with debris and the charred remains of buildings. The fire had a devastating impact on the people of London. Many had lost loved ones in the inferno. Those who survived faced the daunting task of rebuilding their lives. Food and shelter were scarce. The fire had also destroyed much of the city's infrastructure, including warehouses, shops and guild halls. Despite the immense challenges, the spirit of the Londoners remained unbroken. They showed remarkable resilience in the face of adversity. People set up makeshift camps and began the long process of clearing the debris. The rebuilding of London would be a monumental task, but the people were determined to restore their city to its former glory. The rebuilding of London began almost immediately. King Charles II appointed a commission to oversee the reconstruction effort. Architects like Christopher Wren proposed ambitious plans for a new city. Wider streets and buildings constructed of brick and stone replaced the old, flammable wooden structures. The Great Fire had a profound impact on London, leading to significant changes in building regulations and fire safety measures. New building codes mandated the use of fire-resistant materials. Fire insurance companies were established, and the city's first fire brigades were formed. The Great Fire of London was a tragedy, but it also marked a turning point in the city's history. The disaster paved the way for a more modern, fire-resistant London. Out of the ashes of destruction, a new city arose, stronger and more resilient than before. The spirit of the Londoners, their determination to rebuild, and their innovative approach to urban planning ensured that London would rise again, a testament to the indomitable human